All right, here we go. We have one of my favorite actors in the building right now, John Witherspoon.
Thanks for having me.
Man, no matter what movie you're in, you consistently steal the movie.
Well, they let me ad-lib.
Right.
So that's my my thing. I can create jokes right on the spot.
Right. So you're like, fuck
Funny
this.
lines.
You're like, fuck this script. We're going to do it this way.
I can do it this way. I've done a many of them like it too.
Do directors ever try to like argue with you about that?
Oh yeah, when I was on Tracy Morgan show, they said, "Oh, Mrs. Witherspoon, you got to stick to the script." I said, "Man, this stuff ain't funny. We're supposed to be funny. It's a comedy, isn't?" They said, "Well, sir, you got to stick to the script." I said, "We're gonna be canceled real quick," and we got canceled about 18 shows in. We got canceled.
There you have
all that money I missed.
So you were actually born in Detroit.
Detroit, yeah.
Okay. One of 11 children.
11 kids.
Your parents got
9
busy.
boys and 2 girls.
9 boys, 2 girls.
Yeah.
You got a lot of brothers.
A lot of brothers.
Okay. Your parents got busy, I see.
They never told us about sex, but apparently they didn't have time.
They're too busy making kids.
Yeah, too busy making kids, yeah.
Okay. Now, your real name is Witherspoon.
Witherspoon.
So you changed it to Witherspoon.
In our family, some of my brothers and sisters were Witherspoon, some of them were Witherspoon. That's how the city did it. They didn't give a damn. Some of them were Witherspoon. This is a Witherspoon. This is a Witherspoon. They didn't know. They didn't know how to spell it, I guess.
They just changed some of your names.
No, they didn't change them. At birth, it was like that.
Okay.
So I got brothers who are Witherspoon and Witherspoons.
Okay. But you're a Witherspoon.
I'm a Witherspoon.
Okay.
But I think I might have been a Witherspoon in the beginning.
Now, your brother actually went into music.
Yeah.
And he joined Motown.
Motown, he wrote for Motown, yeah. That's
Okay.
why I knew all the Motown artists.
Right. Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson.
Smokey, Temps. I used to play basketball with the Temptations.
Right. Oh, any interesting Marvin Gaye stories? Because he was the enigma of the music world.
Not really. He used to have this big Fleetwood Cadillac. And his little head was sticking out the driver's seat, driving that big Fleetwood. He said, "Spoon, you want to buy this one day?" I said, "I don't want that big ass car." That was funny when he mentioned that time. He had parked in the car one day. And I had another car. My car wasn't that big, but he had a Fleetwood. That's a big car back in the 65. Big car. Yeah.
Okay. So how initially did you actually get into comedy?
Well, I would live with my brother for about 6 months and his wife and their kids. And they would go every Thursday to a theater group, and they would do theater. I said, "Boy, that's pretty hip, y'all going to do theater and all that stuff." And so I said, "Boy, I'd like to be an actor one day." So what I did, I got in Yellow Pages and I called John Binkelman's acting classes. And so it was $25 a session, private lessons. And so I went and I did it. And first day I was there, I said, "Boy, this is exciting." So he was teaching Shakespeare. So I would be in there tearing up Shakespeare. So I was there for a year, and he said, and when he came to me, he said, "We have a comedy show every year. I want you to do some comedy." I said, "Man, I don't do no comedy. I'm barely getting past this Shakespeare." So I did. He said, "Think of something you funny. You can do it." So I did. I went there and stole the show. I had about 2 bits that I did. Very, very funny, and they died laughing. And I did an impression of Johnny Mathis back in that time. It was really a big deal. Mm-hmm. And so that's when I started doing comedy. I said, "Wow, maybe I can make some money doing this." And the guy who was who was a actor who was a singer, he said, "Why don't you and I go out on weekends and we do shows somewhere, you know?" He said, "You can do comedy and I can sing." So I said, "I don't give a damn." But we do old folks' home, man. I said, this is what comedy is, old folks' homes. Well, they up there like this,
What?
Farting in the room. So that's how I got into comedy.
Okay. But when did you actually get on the whole comedy circuit? Did you start out at the Comedy Store?
Oh, I started at the Comedy Store, 1974. I lived in New York for about 3 years. So I used to go to Bud Freeman's 44th Street to do comedy. But Bud Freeman put me on at 3:45 a.m.
Oof.
Yeah, it'd be two tables full of people in the room.
And that's it.
And then I'd get up and go to work the next day. See, I worked at Hoffert's for cutlery. We sold knives and stuff. So I did that back at, oh man, that was 72. So I started years ago. Then I said, this is not working for me. So I went back to LA, bought myself a car and drove all the way to Las Vegas to see what the comics are doing. Yeah, I went to Vegas first, which I shouldn't have done because I lost my money the first night. First week I was there, I lost all my money.
Okay.
Thank God I rented a room for 30 days. Thank God I did that. So I had to sit in the room for 30 days and was broke and have no money.
Wow.
I called people in Detroit to send me some money. People get real funny when you 2,000 miles away talking about you want you to send me some money.
Right.
Huh? What?
It's a bad connection.
Bad connection. Click. Some of bitches. They ain't give me no money. So it was tough time, but I hit the I don't know how this happened. I went to see Diana Ross one night. I had about $1.50 in my pocket. So I said, man, I might be going to throw this thing in the machine. I threw it in one of them machines. That thing said, I said, that thing, I got $7,000.
Wow.
Ain't that a bitch?
Back then.
Yeah,
That's
and
more
the guy
like-
paid me cash.
So that's like 20,000 a day.
Yeah, he gave me cash. Man, I thought this was some dream or something. I went back to the hotel. I ain't had no more than about a week left on my hotel room. I packed my bags and left that morning. 4 a.m. I come out of that damn Las Vegas. I got out of that. You know they have a divider in the street where this go with trees and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, you go over here and make a turn to come this way. I went across that divider. I said, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I went across that damn divider, dirt all over the floor, you know, I done, boom, 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 boom. And went back to LA.
Okay.
Went to LA.
And then you went to the Comedy Store?
I went to the Comedy Store about that first week, yeah.
Okay.
First week I was there.
And then you started doing stand-up there?
No, you go in there and you introduce yourself to Mitzi, and they put me on open mic night.
Mm-hmm. Which is the lowest of the low when it comes to
That's when you first start.
Yep.
Yeah, I would tell everybody, back in 74, we didn't have enough people to finish some open mic. We closed at 11 o'clock because they didn't have any more comics. Now they got to wait 3 weeks to get a job, get an open mic night.
Right.
So many comics today.